guys, and welcome back to Planet Cryos. Are you getting sick and tired of that old background on your computer screen? Well, did you know that you can customize it to your liking with a full spectrum of colors, pictures, and more? Keep watching to learn how. All right, so one thing I wanted to mention before we get started here is changing your background color or picture. It gives your computer screen, I think, a nice touch. It represents a little bit of your character that you're a little, I guess, in some way outgoing. You like to change things up a little bit. Um, I do. I change my background from time to time, but I'm really liking my current one that I have now, which is just my logo. But I'm going to show you how to do all this. So why don't you join me? Okay, so what we have here is your Windows. Now I'm rocking a dual screen setup, which you can only see my main screen right now, but I got two screens, one off to my right hand side. So what you want to do though, so right now obviously you can see my logo right here on the page with a black background. Now, in order to change that, normally Windows comes with like this blue Windows looking background. And that gets really boring. I mean, it's, if you're even at the office, believe it or not, even people at offices, they'll change their backgrounds because it's just, I don't know, it's something people do. They like to change it up, and I agree. So what you're going to want to do is anywhere on the screen, not over your logos or not over your icons or the taskbar at the bottom, that's not where you're clicking, but anywhere else, empty free space on the desktop, you're going to do a right click, and this little menu is going to pop up. All the way down at the bottom, you're going to see personalization. You can open that up. Now, at the top, you should see background. And we're going to start off with, if you just want, actually, let's just start off with the pictures. Since we're there, let's start off with the pictures. So your background, you have a few different selections here. You have a solid color or a slideshow. And those should be relatively self-explanatory, but we're going to go through them and I'll show you what you can do. First off, you got your picture, right? So a lot of times what Windows will have here in the beginning, it'll have a few selections that Windows has. And you can pick any of those if you'd like. I don't like to. I usually like to pick a picture or something in my computer. So these are just any quick selection pictures that you can do. But if you don't have any of those up, what you need to do is you need to select the Browse button just below it. And that's going to take you to a section of the computer that you may not have the picture right there. So what you need to do is navigate through your hard drive or thumb drive or wherever the picture's, well, it can't be on a thumb drive because if you remove it, the picture's going to, I think the picture will disappear if you remove the thumb drive, but don't quote me on that. But what you need to do is navigate to the picture on your hard drive that you want selected. Wherever you put it, I made a quick folder right here, it was called backgrounds, just for demonstration right now. So let's just say you don't have that folder. So what you do is you just select whatever hard drive that your pictures are on. Maybe you would just come up here and select pictures. Maybe that's where you keep your pictures. I don't. So I have pictures all through here, like raw pictures and videos and all that. So you come up to whatever folder you're in for your pictures, select that, and then select whatever picture that you want. Maybe it's in a folder, maybe it's not in a folder. Just for demonstration, we will click on this. Just click it once or double click it to open it, and then you can double click to open it or single click and choose file or choose picture. and that automatically changed the picture over. I'll put this on the other screen. You can see that it changed to that. It's still got a black background though. Now, if you want to select a different picture, let's say you didn't like that, but you wanted to go back, you can just hit your, well, that's not the one I want. You can hit this one. This has got a transparent background for me, and that's black. So these are, like I said, your most recent pictures. And if we go back to this, you see that one populates now to the front. It moves it to the front. That's the one you're on. This is the last one we just had, and so on and so forth. So that's how you would change your picture. Now, if you come down here, the next spot, it says choose a fit. This basically means how you're going to fit it to your actual screen. How large do you want it, and all that. So if you select this, we got a fill button. So instead of having like these black sidebars on the, if I move this out of the way, I'm sure you can see it, but in other words, if the picture cuts off right here, you know, so all these spots, it's cutting off. So all this right there. So in order to get rid of that, you go to fill. And now it has filled the entire thing, but it's also blew up the picture, so it is larger, which is fine, but I like that better. It looks better. It looks like a full picture. You can set it to however you want. So you got fill, you got stretch, you got tile version. Now the tile version, because I have two monitors, and you can't see the other monitor, but the rest of it's going to my other monitor. But it's kind of blown up and it's out of focus. Not that great looking. We have center. This expands it across both of my screens also, but it's extremely large. You can't see anything in the background. And then we have span, which is still going across both of my screens. So the best fit that I would say for this is probably a fill. You don't have to have, if you're rocking two screens, however, I do want to mention this. If you have two screens, maybe you want two different pictures, one on each screen. So you could either select another picture from your recently selected ones, or you have to bring up another one. You have to hit browse, bring up another one to do this. But in your most recent ones, you can, let's say I wanted the one that we currently have on the screen that you're seeing, and I wanted to have my logo still, but on the other screen. You do a right click, and you go set for monitor 1 or set for monitor 2, or both, all monitors. So I can just click this, and now you can't see it, but it's on my other screen. So yeah, that's how you can change that kind of stuff. Now, as far as changing the fit to it, I don't know if you can change the actual fit. Let's see. Okay, so you can't change the fit to each screen. You have to, in other words, you can't do them individually. You can't change the fit to each one individually. You have to, it applies to both of them. So that's kind of a bummer in that sense, but still, you can have that if you want. So our next thing that we're going to talk about here is your background. And, well, the background, in other words, you have your pictures, and now you have the solid color. So if we go under solid color, obviously, we got a solid color of black, no picture. And you have all these kind of pre-installed colors from Microsoft itself, and you can go ahead and select it and see what you like. Just put this off a little bit. You know, blues and purples, you know, red. And you can also create a custom color, which is really nice. So you can either you can drag it to whatever color you think is kind of nice, drag it to there. Although the only preview you're going to get is this preview until you select done. So if there's a color, weird color that's not in there, you know, I don't know what color wouldn't be in there, but just a different color that you might like. And you can adjust it here too. And then just select done. And that's going to change the background to whatever you selected. Now this is a little way too light for me. I'm more of on the black side or gray side maybe. That's kind of nice for me. But I'm sticking right now with my black. And the last thing that I want to discuss is a slideshow. Now, you can create a slideshow if you click on it. Now, we're not going to be able to sit here and wait for it to change, but I have right here, this is a an all car show. It's a Mustang car show. It's just a picture I had selected previously for a slideshow. And you can choose a folder. Now, when you choose, you have to have all your pictures in a folder. You can't you can't choose pictures individually. So whatever your slideshow is going to be has to be in a folder. So if you click browse and I go back to the background, the only thing right now it's seeing is this folder. But if I click on it, you see there's no pictures in it. There are pictures in it. That's what the slideshow is doing right now. But you can't select individual slideshows. You have to, all my pictures, there's three pictures in here. So whatever's in there, just highlight the folder, choose this folder, it's going to be in that folder, and it's going to use the slideshow and go through the pictures based off of down here now. Change picture every minute, every 10 minutes, 30 minutes, hour, 6 hours, every 1 day. And of course, you can still choose your fit. You can shuffle through. So if you had, like, let's just say 10, 20, 30 different pictures, you can actually shuffle through them. You know, so if it's not, so it's not in order. So it'll randomly select the next one, which is kind of nice. And of course, you can still choose your color, custom color, with a slideshow. My preference, I don't like the slideshow. It does eat up a little bit of resources as far as processor. Not much. It's insignificant, but I don't like it. I'm kind of a power user, and I don't care. I don't have anybody to, you know, that I want to show the pictures to. So I go back to picture, and I select my logo, and that's what I like. So that's pretty much it. That's all I got for you. And again, as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, share the content, please, and subscribe. And until next time, see you then.